Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the ultimate creativity killer. Look, if you've ever sat down to make something, whether it's writing, designing, or building, and suddenly felt completely paralyzed, trust me, you are not alone. We're going to unpack exactly why that happens and, more importantly, map out a powerful mindset shift to actually overcome it.
So let's get right into it. The core problem is simple, but man is it blunt. Comparison kills creativity. The absolute second you start looking outward, comparing your work to what everybody else is doing, it's like a switch just flips in your brain. That natural, childlike curiosity that brought you to the table in the first place, it's instantly gone, replaced by this heavy, paralyzing sense of self-doubt. It literally stops you in your tracks.
And it's a massive act of unfairness that we commit against ourselves. We have this terrible habit of measuring where we are, just starting out, against someone else's highly polished peak. You're looking at their highlight reel, the curated final result of what was probably years of unseen struggle, and you're judging your messy, unpolished beginning against it. It's an impossible standard. You're basically setting yourself up for failure before you even put pen to paper.
This toxic habit sets off a complete chain reaction. First, it ruins your unique voice. Because that curiosity is replaced with self-doubt, you completely stop experimenting. Then, you start copying trends just to find what feels safe or what's already working for some other creator. And ultimately, it destroys the joy of making things. The sheer intrinsic fun of the process is just entirely wiped out.
Section 1. Creator versus the editor. So, the creative mind naturally works through a cycle: striving, experimenting, learning, and trying again. Step 1, create. Step 2, edit. Step 3, repeat. It's a roller coaster, right? But it's totally normal. In fact, that editing phase is an absolutely vital part of the creative ride. You literally cannot improve without it.
But while an editor is totally necessary, here is the big warning. Don't let your editor be your standard of validation. Don't let it muck up what your creator is doing. See, when we fall into that comparison trap, our internal editor gets weaponized by external forces. We look at someone else's stuff, and suddenly our editor is screaming at our creator, saying our work just isn't good enough. You've got to separate the helpful editor that refines your work from the toxic editor that's just desperate for external validation.
Section 2. The true cost.
So, what are we actually losing here? The consequences are honestly pretty severe. By constantly looking over your shoulder at everyone else, you fracture your focus and completely disrupt your own workflow. You're losing valuable, invested time that you could be pouring into your own craft. You end up depriving your thoughts of their originality. The noise of everyone else just silences your voice, and you never really get to express your own ideas.
Whenever that noise gets too loud, I want you to remember this beautiful truth from Karen Walrond. There is room for you. Nobody can do it with your voice, with your experience, with your insight. I mean, despite the absolute ocean of content out there, your specific combination of lived experience and personal insight is 100% irreplaceable. No one else has your exact lens on the world.
Section 3. Reframing the comparison trap.
Which brings us to a really provocative question. Can comparison actually be a tool to elevate you? Up until now, we've pretty much established that comparison is the enemy. But what if we flip the script? Actually, scratch that. What if we used it intentionally? Instead of letting it steal your joy, what if comparison could be the very thing that sparks your own ingenuity and pushes you toward that more you know you're capable of? Here's what that mental shift actually looks like in practice. Step 1, when you're scrolling social media, catch yourself. Step 2, instead of feeling envy, feel gratitude for your fellow creatives. Just appreciate that we have access to this massive library of human expression. And step 3, let that gratitude fuel a deep inner satisfaction with your own works in progress. Appreciating their finished art can actually become the motivation you need for your own creative journey.
Section 4. Designing your own destiny.
Ultimately, reclaiming your joy starts with one really profound realization. You are effortlessly lovable. There is fundamentally no need to compare yourself to anyone else because your worth as a human being is inherent. You were created with dignity and love. Your worth doesn't jump up and down based on how your output stacks up against whoever happens to be trending online today. Recognizing that, that's the key to freeing your creative mind.
Don't measure your progress using someone else's ruler. Think about it. Their ruler is marked with their specific goals, their unique timelines, their exact experiences. It's entirely useless for measuring your journey. You are the designer of your own destiny.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this one question to carry into your next creative session. If you finally throw away everyone else's rulers today, what amazing things are you going to design tomorrow?